73 major Australian cities are about to experience dramatic weather changes in the next 6 hours. If you live in Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, or anywhere across this continent, the next 15 minutes could save your outdoor plans tonight. Right now, a massive weather system is moving across Australia, affecting over 24 million people. 3 major storm cells are developing across Queensland. 2 heatwave zones are intensifying in the interior, and 1 critical wind shift is about to change everything for Perth residents. Here is what you absolutely need to know. At 6:15 post-meridian tonight, Sydney temperatures will drop 5 degrees in 40 minutes. Melbourne will experience wind gusts reaching 35 kilometres per hour. And Brisbane, brace yourself, because an 80% storm probability is building right now. Drop a comment telling me where you are watching from. In exactly 30 seconds, I am revealing which 20 Australian locations will see the most dramatic weather shift tonight. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, the 20 hotspots. Keswick Island, wind gusts hitting 98 kilometres per hour. Near cyclone force, Humpty Doo, 178 millimetres since Friday. That is 2 months' worth in 3 days. Mount Carbine, 381 millimetres in January alone. Extraordinary. Barcy with 28 millimetres overnight. Welcome relief. These are live measurements right now. Carcoar, New South Wales, dropping from 26 to just 9 degrees tonight. 17-degree plunge. Taree got significant rain yesterday. Toowoomba got nothing despite surrounding rain. Gold Coast wind powerful enough to make residents nervous about their big gum trees. At 5 minutes, the exact timing for Brisbane storms. At 7 minutes, why Sydney S 20% rain chance misleads. At 9 minutes, Melbourne S cool change science explained. Let us start with the harbour city. Sydney right now, 6 post-meridian, 23 to 25 degrees Celsius. Sounds perfect, right? Wrong. Here is what the temperature reading does not tell you. Humidity is sitting at 60 to 65%. Northeasterly winds at 15 to 20 kilometres per hour. These are sea breezes from the Pacific Ocean, bringing that characteristic salty smell and moisture. Now watch this number carefully, 20 to 30% rain chance. Most people hear that and think, no worries, we will be fine. But here is the truth that changes everything. February in Sydney averages 140 millimetres of total rainfall spread across just 12 rainy days. That means when it rains, it really rains. Those brief afternoon showers, they drop heavy water fast. In 30 minutes, you can get 20 to 30 millimetres. For Bondi Beach, Manly, Coogee, water temperature is 23 degrees, perfect for swimming. But here is the critical detail. The sun sets at 7:45 tonight. That gives you exactly 1 hour and 45 minutes of remaining golden daylight. Surfers are making the most of it right now. Families are having final swims. Picnic crowds are settling in for the sunset show. The Blue Mountains, just west of Sydney, sitting at 20 to 22 degrees. 2 to 3 degrees cooler due to elevation. That famous sandstone cliff lighting in the late afternoon, spectacular for exactly the next 90 minutes. After that, temperatures drop fast and visibility changes. Now let me tell you about Newcastle. There is a big red weather line west and west-south of the area on the radar. Some residents are hoping for no thunder Saturday and Sunday for outdoor events. But here is what the pressure data shows. Systems are shifting. That red line, it matters more than you think. It represents moisture convergence. Melbourne, the cultural capital, experiencing something fascinating right now. 20 to 22 degrees. Notice that, 2 to 3 degrees cooler than Sydney already. Here is why that number is about to become critical in the next 2 hours. The southerly wind, the famous Melbourne cool change, is blowing at 20 to 25 kilometres per hour right now as you watch this. This wind is coming straight from the Southern Ocean, bringing fresh Antarctic-influenced air that will drop temperatures another 3 to 5 degrees in the next 2 hours. Mark this time carefully. 6 post-meridian now. By 8 post-meridian, Melbourne will feel like 18 to 19 degrees. That is a noticeable shift. Here, humidity at 50 to 55%, much lower than Sydney S sticky 65%. Rain chance only 10 to 15%. February is Melbourne S driest month of the year, just 20 millimetres total rainfall, only 3 to 5 rainy days in the entire month. This is crucial information if you have outdoor evening plans or dining reservations. St Kilda Beach, Brighton Beach, water temperature 18 to 19 degrees, noticeably cold compared to Sydney S 23. But here is the interesting observation. Brave swimmers are still out there in force. Why? Because Melbourne people are conditioned to these colder temperatures from childhood. They do not think twice about it. Federation Square right now is absolutely packed with people. Hosier Lane with its famous street art, Degrave Street with laneway cafes, Centre Place with outdoor seating, all full of evening crowds. The big screen at Fed Square is showing live sports. The Yarra River is reflecting the city lights beautifully. This is Melbourne-esque sweet spot. The next 90 minutes before that cool change really intensifies and people head indoors. The Mornington Peninsula south of Melbourne is desperate for any rain. Tasmania is barely visible on weather maps today. No severe conditions, but locals are noticing the unusual absence of their island on national forecasts. Brisbane, Queensland, the Sunshine State is getting interesting, 26 to 27 degrees right now, but humidity is 70 to 75%. That is oppressive tropical conditions. The air is thick, heavy, loaded with moisture, critical timing, storm probability 60 to 70%. This is classic tropical rainfall, late afternoon building into early evening. Storm window opens 6:30 post-meridium, 30 to 60 minute duration per cell. Heavy, intense, lightning-filled, then clearing. Multiple cells possible. Watch the sky if you're in Brisbane. Big cumulus and cumulonimbus clouds building. Classic storm builders developing rapidly. When they release, spectacular lightning displays. Heavy rain like drums on roofs. Strong wind gusts, bending trees. Gold Coast beaches, 1 hour south, 27-degree water. Bathwater warm. Surfers' paradise, hundreds on beautiful waves. But that 70% storm chance applies here equally. Cells sweep south. Why is Ipswich and Brisbane seemingly immune to rain when it falls all around? Rain shadow effect plus local topology. Brisbane sits in a geographic pocket where storms often split or move around rather than pushing through city centre. Mountain ranges west and south influence flow patterns. Surrounding areas like Scenic Rim get drenched while central Brisbane stays dry. Predictable meteorology, Darwin, the tropical heart, peak wet season in full force. 29 to 30 degrees this evening, sun going down but heat persisting stubbornly. But here is the shocking number, humidity 80 to 85%, highest of the entire year. This is extreme tropical conditions, high temperature plus high humidity equals sauna conditions, air thick, hard to breathe, constant sweat even standing still. This is not just uncomfortable, this is genuinely extreme weather. Storm probability tonight 80 to 90%, not maybe, almost absolutely certain. These are spectacular tropical storms with intense power. Constant lightning illuminating the sky, torrential rainfall that floods streets in minutes, strong wind gusts. When it hits 50 to 100 millimetres can fall in just 30 to 60 minutes. Streets flood rapidly, visibility near zero, thunder constant. But here is what Darwin locals know from experience. After the storm passes, air cools slightly by a few degrees, humidity drops just a touch, and everything resets to normal. This is daily life during the wet season up top. The question is not if storms come tonight, it is exactly when they arrive. Adelaide, the festival city, 21 to 23 degrees, significantly cooler than the humid eastern states. Mediterranean climate showing its pleasant character. Humidity very low at 40 to 45%. Dry, comfortable air you can breathe easily. Clear blue sky, not a single cloud visible. February is Adelaide's driest month. 6 to 7 rainy days total. 18 millimetres of rain for the entire month. Tonight, rain chance, virtually zero. Completely dry. Southwesterly winds from Spencer Gulf. 15 to 20 kilometres per hour. Cool sea breeze, tempering any remaining heat. Glenelg Beach, Henley Beach, water 20 degrees. Cool but definitely swimmable for those who enjoy it. Historic jetty at Glenelg, busy with evening strollers and families. Barossa Valley, McLaren Vale, famous wine regions glowing in the golden sunset light. Harvest is approaching soon. Vignerons watching weather carefully for the perfect picking time. Perth, the isolated city on Australia's west coast, 23 to 25 degrees after a scorching 30 to 32 degree day. February, one of Perth's hottest months, but humidity only 35 to 40%, even drier than Adelaide. Comfortable, not oppressive despite the heat. Sky perfectly blue, zero clouds anywhere. February is Perth's driest month of the year. Just 2 rainy days, 9 millimetres total rainfall. Months of endless clear blue skies in summer. Here is the phenomenon everyone in Perth knows and loves. The Fremantle Doctor. Around 3 to 4 post-meridium every summer afternoon, a cool sea breeze from the Indian Ocean sweeps in from the southwest. Sudden temperature drop of 5 to 10 degrees in minutes. This is summer's natural air conditioning in Perth. Cottesloe, Scarborough, City Beach, absolutely packed right now. Some of the world's most beautiful beaches with fine white sand and crystal clear water. Water temperature 22 to 23 degrees, perfect for swimming. The sun setting over the Indian Ocean creates truly spectacular displays with the sky changing from blue to orange to red to purple in succession. Canberra, the national capital, inland location away from the coast, Different climate profile entirely, 20 to 22 degrees this evening after a day that might have reached 28 to 30 degrees. Continental climate means big temperature swings between day and night. Humidity moderate at 50 to 60%, clear sky mostly, rain chance 20 to 30%, 7 to 8 rainy days typical in February, usually brief afternoon showers. Here is a critical insight many viewers have reported: ants moving to higher ground in large numbers. This is a traditional and surprisingly accurate rain indicator. Ants can sense barometric pressure changes hours before storms arrive. If you see unusual ant activity marching upward, rain probability jumps significantly in the next 12 to 24 hours. Cairns and the northern beaches, surprisingly dry this year. Residents noting well below average rainfall. The question everyone is asking: will a big late wet season event finally arrive? Historical weather patterns actually suggest yes. Late February into March often delivers massive concentrated rainfall totals to far north Queensland when all the atmospheric conditions finally align properly. For the Scenic Rim and Jimboomba areas, Monday rain is actively building in the forecast models. This is not just a light passing shower system. This could deliver significant rainfall totals. If you have outdoor work that needs completing, finish it by Sunday night at the latest. The Coral Sea currently has one tropical low-pressure system being monitored closely. The Gulf of Carpentaria has another developing system. Neither has reached cyclone strength yet, but both are worth continued monitoring. We are still firmly in cyclone season. It would not be unprecedented for a late-season tropical cyclone to develop and intensify rapidly. Here are your city forecasts with exact timing for tonight. Sydney, 23 to 25 degrees now, 8 post-meridium, 21 degrees, 10 post-meridium, 19 degrees, overnight low 16 to 17 degrees, rain chance 20 to 30%, peaking 8 to 10 post-meridium, northeasterly winds 15 to 20 kilometres per hour, easing after midnight. Melbourne, 20 to 22 degrees now, 8 post-meridium, 18 degrees from the intensifying cool change. 10 post-meridium, 16 degrees, overnight low 14 to 15 degrees, rain chance minimal at 10 to 15%, southerly winds 20 to 25 kilometres per hour, easing by 9 post-meridium. Brisbane, 26 to 27 degrees now, critical storm window 6:30 to 9 post-meridium, peak storm time 7 to 8 post-meridium, temperature drops rapidly to 23 to 24 degrees if storms hit, overnight low 21 to 22 degrees. Storm probability 60 to 70%. Gold Coast, 26 to 27 degrees. Storm window 6 to 9 post-meridium. Peak 7:30 to 8:30 post-meridium. Overnight low 22 to 23 degrees. Darwin, 29 to 30 degrees. Storm development 80 to 90% certain. Timing 6:30 post-meridium to midnight. Multiple cells possible. Brief heavy rainfall 50 to 100 millimetres. Temperature dropping to 26 degrees after storms. Overnight low 25 degrees. Adelaide 21 to 23 degrees now. 8 post-meridium 19 degrees. 10 post-meridium 18 degrees. Overnight low 16 degrees. Zero rain. Southwesterly winds 15 kilometres per hour, easing. Perth 23 to 25 degrees now, 8 post-meridium, 21 degrees, 10 post-meridium, 19 degrees, overnight low, 17 degrees, zero rain, winds dying after sunset, Canberra, 20 to 22 degrees now, 8 post-meridium, 18 degrees, 10 post-meridium, 16 degrees, overnight low, 13 degrees, rain chance 20% late evening. Regional areas, Newcastle 22 to 24 degrees, red line system not severe tonight, but watch Saturday, Sunday. Toowoomba dry despite surrounding rain, 23 degrees, dropping to 17 overnight. Cairns 28 degrees, humid but dry. Hervey Bay, hot and humid, 27 degrees. Mount Carbine, no rain 3 days, very humid, 29 degrees. Carcoar, dramatic drop, currently 26 degrees, falling to just 9 degrees tonight, 17-degree plunge. 72-hour outlook, Thursday, similar conditions. Friday, potential system over New South Wales. Saturday, Sunday, increased rain, southeast Queensland and northern New South Wales. Monday, significant rain, possible Scenic Rim, Jimboomba areas. Weekend planning, Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Perth. Outdoor plans look excellent. Brisbane, Gold Coast, southeast Queensland have wet weather backup ready. Darwin and tropical north expect wet conditions. Weather changes rapidly. Always check updates before heading out. Storm-prone areas, keep weather apps active. Drop a comment telling me where you are and what weather you are experiencing. Seeing storm clouds in Brisbane, feeling the cool change in Melbourne, enjoying clear skies in Perth. Subscribe for daily forecasts covering Australia. Tomorrow I am revealing a 7-day outlook that could change your week S plans. A major weather shift impacting 12 million Australians. Stay safe, stay informed. In Australia-S summer, weather changes faster than you think.